Let's talk about who the best heroes are in terms of a tier list in Destiny Rising. I already made a video where I talked about who the best heroes are based off my knowledge in the game at that time. The game's been out for close to, well, like exactly a week now by the time you see this video. And I've had a lot more time to digest my own opinions of all the different heroes that we've played and or had available to us, as well as see how other people have performed on those characters. Because again, my opinion is obviously my own based off my own experience with these heroes. And I'm here to tell you up front, I might have been wrong about a couple of these guys. So we're going to go into the tier list right now. It's not just a PvP, PvE tier list. It's a all-inclusive. So that way, if you're looking to decide which character you should use, or you want to know who the S tier is, no matter what gameplay you're doing, this is the video for you. So let's talk about the tier list for Destiny Rising heroes. Let's get straight to it. So first things first, I am putting these two at the bottom. So she is not out yet. I don't even know her name. I don't know how to say his name, Wan Wei. I have never touched him. He's in the game, I'm looking at him, but I do not have him, don't know enough about him, so I'm not going to be grading these two. I'm going to put that right up at the front of this. All right, so first, let's talk about Jolder. Jolder is one that you either love her a lot or you hate her a lot. I'm seeing people on both sides of this, we'll call it spectrum, for Jolder. In my opinion, the shields, the ad clear, the wave clear that she can do with her bouncing shields, she has such a good toolkit. I actually envy those that got her already. Her power weapon is a sword, which is very like unique in its own way, which is great for close up. And then obviously having a rapid fire submachine gun as her primary is making her more well-rounded. But for her ability in both PvE and PvP to just like shield but also have a really good amount of damage, she's such a balanced character. I'm gonna go put her, gosh, she's like A+ to me. And if I look at who else is on here, she's also not out yet, by the way. She's the next exclusive hero. If I look at everyone else who is here, I think she's right here. She's on the cuff of being S tier, okay? I just think that there are other heroes specifically that deserve to be above her. And one of those is obviously going to be Tantu. Tantu is one of, if not the highest single target damage dealer in the game for PvE. He also has a literal sniper as his super weapon, so there are obvious implications for PvP to shut down like an entire lane from long range. He is so good. And if you master him in both PvP and PvE, his abilities to both toggle both healing and damage are literally insane. And the fact they both have their individual cooldowns make it even better. I do think there's a very high skill gap with him, but I think that he is just too good at too many different things. And, you know, like I said, he's the best single target in PvE. And then in PvP, if he does his ultimate with or his super with his healing, you almost can't kill him while he's in it, which is pretty insane to just shut down someone like that. So Tantu is a hard S tier for me. If you disagree, that's fine, but you're wrong. All right. I don't want to say his name wrong. Ningfei is another really good character. Now he's good, period. Okay, and his weapons are the rapid fire machine gun, and then also the auto crossbow, which doesn't actually feel like a crossbow. Like when I first started the game and I hadn't played with him yet, I was expecting like, and I know it says like auto crossbow, but like I don't know, but it's not at all. It's like it's basically a machine gun. Those are good, but his abilities are what make him really good in PvP specifically. His little like mirror that you can throw out and then do AoE damage is good for PvP and PvE for both ad clear and PvE, or just like pushing and then, you know, getting a way out and then attacking from a different angle in PvP. I think he is I'm probably gonna get some hate on this one. All right, I still think he's S tier. All right. And for different reasons than Tantu. Again, we're not saying single target, boss fight, who's the best. But if you consider all the different aspects that Ningfei can give you, I actually think Ningfei has the ability of being the biggest damage dealer in the game, specifically in PvP and also in AoE or ad clear for PvE. E. Now, with that being said, Goth Mommy herself, Gwen. I got a lot of hate on my video where I said pass on Gwen. Now, again, that was early stages of the game. The game's only been out for 7 days, and I am humble enough to identify when I'm wrong, okay? That's right. Guys, I was wrong. I was wrong. But she's actually insane. Sure, she has that massive heal. She has the teleport. Her ad clear is literally just out of this world. The exotics and mythics you can get for her are just help her even more. She is a very, very, very good S tier hero. And no, I'm not going to sit here and put everyone in S tier, but yes, these current mythics in the game are very, very, very good. Again, and I think Jolder is, you could argue that she's S tier. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put, I just said all that nice stuff about Ningfei. I'm going to put him at A tier because I think Gwen is a better version, okay? I do think some of this is a preference, all right? It's a preference. I think Gwen's playstyle at equal skill levels, I think Gwen does more damage. I think that Gwen has better, she just does better things than Ningfei. Again, I like Ningfei from his medium to long range abilities with his guns, but you can't argue the gap close and survivability of a Gwen. And then in PvP, Gwen is just an absolute monster. So I think that these guys are A and S tiers for the similar reasons. Tantu does what Jolder does, but a little bit better, in my opinion. Gwen does what Ningfei does, but just a little bit better. So I'm going to keep them like that. For the epics, or I think they're called legendary. So these are mythic and then legendary is purple. I don't know. For the purple ones. I've made a whole video on Wolf already. I've talked about Wolf extensively. Wolf has, I don't want to say a high skill ceiling. He has a high skill ceiling and a small skill gap. He's very easy to be good with, which gets him to A, but he's not hard to get insane at. And he's so good at both PvP and PvE. Believe it or not, he's still S tier to me. I still feel very strongly about that you could just main Wolf forever and be fine. There are several cases in both PvE and PvP where people are doing high-end content or high-end battles in PvP with Wolf. He is very, very good. He has a ton of damage from long range. He's just so solid. I can't say enough. Kabar is one that I feel like a lot of people sleep on. For a defensive hero, I think that he's one of the best. He's obviously not as good as Jolder, but I don't think it's far. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually gonna put Kabar at A tier. I think he's that good. I think that if there were plus or minuses, I think Jolder would be an A plus and Kabar would be just a like a flat A. I think that she does a little bit more and deserves a slightly higher grade, but I like Jolder at A tier. I think that he is incredibly solid. All right, he's so good. All right, I'm going to go to Ikora. There are people that really like Ikora. I don't. I'm going to be honest. I just don't. I think that she does some things really well, and her CC and PvP is pretty good. I am personally just not a fan of her. I have tried to build her. I've tried to play her in both modes. I just, every time I'm like, I'd rather be playing somebody else. It's just, it doesn't hit for me. But I do know that there are people that feel very passionate about her. But again, my tier list, my opinion, I feel like she's a B. This is another one that might get people triggered. Atala, I believe is how you say her name. Atala actually does really good. I say really good a lot. I get that. She's actually not bad when it comes to PvP. In fact, the 2v1 capabilities of her are actually pretty good. PvE, like, she has a heal, right? I don't want to misspeak here. Almost positive. She has the one right here. Yeah, so she can immediately heals a specific ally once. So she has a little bit of heal, but then she also does the arc damage and it bounces. So like she has that ad clear. And then for her weapons, again, I'm making sure I give you guys the right information. I'm also not on the right screen. Let's go to this one. So she does have, that's right. So she has the hand cannon and then the linear fusion rifle. So pretty interesting kit. I'm not going to give her A because I don't think she, like, if you put her next to any of these guys, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't feel right. I do think she's better than what's her face here, Ikora. So like if we were to prioritize the list like this is actually the way, like top tier S would be like this, then A's, and then B's. So I do think she's above her in B's, but not by much. And then she has potential in PvP to be an A, but I would not put her up with all of these guys. All right, last but not least is Finala, who has the rapid fire auto rifle and then the sword. I'm less familiar with her just because like she does some things that are good, and she has the AoE fire ring. Her ultimate is, you know, the big sword, and then she can do the spawns a blazing barrier that follows. There are less people that care about her. I think she's probably like the most C character that I mean, she's C. Like, she's not bad. I'm not saying that she is a bad choice, but there's so many other people that do better than her in different aspects, and I think she's just overall average. So she passes with a C, but is just overall not as good at certain things as everyone else is, if that makes sense. And that's gonna be my tier list. Now again, once I get more time on him, I'll give him a grade, but I don't have enough time or build in him to have a educated opinion. So that's why he goes under question mark. And then the other two just aren't out yet. I do think she's gonna be insane. I don't know her name, but I heard that she summons a dragon. Ugh, that sounds sick. But anyway, this is my ultimate tier list. Let me know what you guys think about it. This is, like I said, including PvE and PvP. I stand by that I was wrong about Gwen. She is absolutely S tier. But let me know what you guys think. If that was a hot take, if this is now a hot take, or you agreed that she was an easy pass. But let me know what you guys think about it. Like I said, I'm thoroughly enjoying Destiny Rising. I'm loving hanging out with you guys via these videos and engaging with all of you in my comment section. Please leave a comment and let me know who you either agree or disagree with on this tier list. Again, tier lists are so subjective to everyone's playstyle, and like specifically playstyle, but also their abilities of playing with these characters and their experience with them. So this is based off my experiences and based off the content that I have consumed, because that's right, I like Destiny Rising so much, I also consume Destiny Rising content outside of my own. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you haven't already seen the video that I posted earlier today where I talked about, is Destiny Rising better than D2, make sure you click on this video. It's a little bit of a long one, but I promise you it's worth watching to the very end, because you're gonna be surprised how many better things Destiny Rising has than D2. So let's get the question answered. Is Destiny Rising better than D2? Click on this video right now.